The war is over. Troy has fallen. But for the man who won the war, the real battle is only beginning. This is not a story about heroes versus villains. This is the story of a man trying to return home. This is the Odyssey. Who is Odysseus? Odysseus is the king of Ithaca, a brilliant warrior, a dangerous thinker. For 10 long years, the Greeks failed to defeat Troy. Strength didn't work. Courage didn't work. But intelligence did. Odysseus came up with a simple idea, the Trojan horse. A wooden horse left as a gift. Greek soldiers hidden inside. Troy celebrates victory and loses everything in one night. The war ends. Odysseus should have gone home. But his pride, his choices, and the anger of the gods turn his return into a nightmare. The journey begins. Odysseus sets sail for Ithaca with 12 ships and his loyal men. His wife Penelope and his son Telemachus wait for him at home. But very quickly things go wrong. Their first stop is the land of the Cicones, where the soldiers loot and celebrate too long. The locals fight back, men die, a warning is ignored. Soon after, they reach the island of the Lotus Eaters. Here, a strange flower makes people forget everything, their homes, families and purpose. Some soldiers want to stay forever. Odysseus drags them back to the ships by force. Because forgetting the journey is worse than dying on it. The Cyclops and the Curse. Next comes the turning point of the story. The cave of Polyphemus, a one-eyed giant, a Cyclops, a monster who eats men. Trapped inside the cave, Odysseus uses his mind instead of strength. He gets the Cyclops drunk, tells him his name is nobody. When Odysseus blinds him, the Cyclops screams for help. "Nobody is killing me!" No one comes. They escape. But Odysseus makes one fatal mistake. As he sails away, he shouts his real name. He boasts. He claims glory. Polyphemus is the son of Poseidon, god of the sea, and Poseidon curses Odysseus. From this moment on, the ocean itself becomes his enemy. Monsters, witches, and loss. One by one, Odysseus loses everything. Cannibal giants destroy his ships. A witch named Circe turns his men into animals. Only divine help saves them. He travels to the underworld, where he meets the dead and learns a terrible truth. If his crew disrespects the gods again, none of them will survive. But warnings are ignored. They face the sirens, whose songs drive sailors mad. Odysseus listens, tied to the mast, desperate for forbidden knowledge. They pass between Scylla, a 6-headed monster, and Charybdis, a deadly whirlpool. 6 men are taken. There is no victory, only survival. Finally, on the island of the sun god, his starving crew kills sacred cattle. That decision ends everything. Zeus destroys the last ship. Everyone dies. Everyone except Odysseus. Alone in the world. Odysseus drifts across the sea, broken and alone. He washes up on the island of Calypso, a goddess who loves him and wants him to stay forever. She offers immortality. He refuses, because even eternal life means nothing without home. Eventually, the gods allow him to leave. After years of suffering, Odysseus finally reaches Ithaca. But he does not return as a king. He returns as a beggar. The final test. In his absence, his palace is overrun by suitors trying to marry Penelope and steal his throne. They mock him, they underestimate him. Only Odysseus can complete an impossible challenge, stringing his old bow. When he does, the truth is revealed. The king has returned. Justice is swift. The palace is reclaimed. The journey is complete. Why the Odyssey still matters. The Odyssey is not just about monsters and gods. It's about intelligence over strength, pride and its consequences, loyalty, patience and endurance, and the cost of refusing to give up. Odysseus didn't win because he was the strongest. He won because he endured, because he refused to forget who he was, because no monster, no god, and no temptation could erase the idea of home from his mind. The Odyssey reminds us that the greatest journey is not across oceans or battlefields, but through loss, pride, failure, and survival. In the end, Odysseus doesn't return as a legend. He returns as a man who has lost everything and earns it back. And maybe that's why this story still lives today. Because no matter how far we fall, no matter how many times we are pushed away, the journey isn't over until we make it home.